11. There was never anything that made it better, never a newfound attitude of self-reliance, never any strength that was lost to be recovered. I was never in a condition to listen to what you had to say. You were never spared the farce of my opinions. We were never taken into safekeeping for some later imaginary consolation. On sleepless nights, my mind grows somber with grief, and yet nothing had happened to cause this. My own body became a logical absurdity. My own room became an ebullient parody of life as it played itself out on some remote and sad planet. All that we have done became a grim ordeal. My greatest fears come true in the minutiae of clinical routine. My eyes searched everywhere for some sign of something that would confirm or deny, affirm or negate, but there was nothing. Only a terrifying and grandiose anonymity. I began to despise all the faces simply because of this, because they would no longer whisper to me, "No one is here." I had become what I had always been, a riddle to myself, or a joke. I asked predictable and pretentious questions to myself, and to my sleep, and to the void. Why are you so downcast? Why are you always so distressed? Why have you still not learned the grand art of living in the moment? Why do you not enjoy what life has to offer? But there was never any answer, and my body, with each passing day, continues to grow downwards and downcast, to laboriously pump blood and brain, to stiffen and stretch, to sigh and ache, to excrete what only a moment ago I would have vomited. And so, sighs alone have been sweet to me, since they have taken the place of living. And if I'm lucky, the sighs will eclipse living entirely, and this is all that will remain. But that is obviously a fantasy. 12. What idiocy to think of a person as more than a person, to think of a human being as more than a human being, and what a strange pathology to then love a human being as more than a human being. How clever we are, grumbling or rejoicing at the life we seem to accidentally live, grumbling or rejoicing, rest and agitation, the entire range of our vocabulary. We do nothing but live accidentally, nothing but die incidentally, and only the most clever stand forth and embrace this in a divine injunction of our own making. At last, we contemplate ourselves, and in so doing, we imagine we have outwitted the accident of living. 13. Each of us does nothing but carry around a corpse. Our own brains are a burden. We are the asses that ache beneath its weight. slumped over our backs like 1,000-pound sacks of doubtful gray matter. Burden, bruise, and bleeding, tired of carrying it all around. And yet, the curvatures of our backs have, by now, been perfectly molded to its heft. A burdensome brain, sinking even deeper into the spine, its weight and its density made greater by the stark starfish sky and the husk of forgotten minerals and forgotten forests. There is no peace in song or laughter, none in the company of friends or family, none in the tedious concoctions of pleasures we proudly imagine make life worth living, none even in the refusal of living, and none in the incessant, cacophonous chatter of a species so fragile and insecure, bellowing beneath the load of its gelatinous organs of self-importance. Everything that is not the nocturnal sky, the hush of fireflies, the nameless, gem-covered sea dunes. Everything that is not this is dull and distasteful, just as is my sitting here now, gazing upon them all, greedily describing them, and assigning attributes towards which the sky and the insects and the jewels are indifferent. 14. I have patience only for the kind of sighs that are utterly lacking in experience, for it is in these alone that I find a kind of consolation, and the same can be said of tears. And why am I embarrassed to admit this to you? 15. It was neither myself nor you that I believed in, but some empty figment. It was the figment that was the problem, not the fact that it was empty.